Hi everyone, this is Phyllis, Silvercast Crafts, and I was asked to go ahead and make a video on this newest pin holder that I made using the bottom of a 1-liter bottle and a empty duct tape roll and some ribbon, some glue. I think it came out really cute. And I guess some folks on Instagram did too. So this is what we're going to make. Supplies that you're going to need will be some type of ribbon, any color that is going to go with your project. The bottom part of one of these 1-liter bottles, an empty roll, your scissors, hot glue gun, and an iron, believe it or not. I will show that to you shortly. Needs to be on the hot setting. Needs to be a Teflon non-stick iron for this to work, or else you're going to ruin yours or your parents' iron. So you have to be really careful with that. First off, you need to go ahead and cut the bottle. Usually what I do with either your scissors or your hobby knife is you need to make a hole about halfway. So you can go ahead and just cut it in half to begin with, so you can make cleaner cuts. I usually put a paper towel down because I've rinsed it out, but of course it's still got water in it. And once it's in half, then you can go ahead and dry out the inside here. I saved the tops because I'm trying to figure out something else to do with those besides my shakers, so it will be a different project. So now we're going to go ahead and trim this. Let me get my different scissors. So what I do is I cut down to the bottom of this line. There's actually a little line. You can't hardly see it, but there is a little line there that you want to use because that's kind of like what we're going to use to try to keep this level. And then just cut all the way around. Try to stay on that line. When you're doing it yourself, you'll be able to see it. Just make sure you're in some bright light so you can see it. And if you have to go back and trim it, you can. Come on. Oops. Well, let's see, I gotta go this way, I guess. Trying to find where I got off a little bit. And you know me, I want it to be just right. There we go. Alright. Now the next thing you're going to do, once your iron is nice and hot, and you're not going to hold it really hard against here, but you're going to take your iron and lightly and swiftly in a circular motion, you're going to actually melt the top of this a little bit. So you're just going to go a little bit like this, and it'll start turning in. I can see there we go. Doesn't take very much at all. You should be able to see how it rounded inward. Makes it easier for the hot glue. It gives you a ledge for your hot glue. So now we can turn the iron off. Didn't take much at all. And of course I've got my glue gun heating up over here. I don't quite need it yet. We need to go ahead and put the tape that you're going to want to use on your roll. You want to cover the inside before we attach it to this. let's see, what do I want to use? I guess I'll make one of these a purple one, so I'm just going to use a solid color. Okay. Gonna even the edge up a little bit because I want my edges to be clean. And what I do is I cut these, we'll take 5 or 6 of these. I cut them at 2 1/4. 1, 2, and 1, 2. Let's see. Right here. 1, 2. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I took 6 the last time, so 1, 2, Alright, and we're just going to cover the inside area. We want to go ahead and line it up with the bottom. Let me see which one of these has got the smoother edge. Oh, wait, that's got tape on it. Alright, now I've got an empty one. Go ahead and line it up across the bottom. And you can either use your X-Acto knife or your scissors. I usually use my scissors on this. Just kind of cut it so it'll fold over easier for you. Don't cut all the way down, because if you do, then it'll leave little slits along the top here. Hopefully this doesn't get too long, but these tutorials sometimes do get kind of long when you're trying to do the whole thing in real time. And you just barely overlap, about 1/4 of an inch on each one of these strips. Almost got this part done. Then we'll be ready to do the hot glue. And we will be covering, of course, this up. I usually do that after I've already hot glued it because a little bit of the tape sometimes hangs over and it helps cover that. Alright, so now what we're going to do is use the hot glue. I always like to protect my mat, so I always put something underneath what I'm using. Let's see. We'll go ahead and put it on top of the cardboard. Whoops, that got too much that time. Try to do a neater job than what I'm doing. The only bad thing about this, I'm trying to go too fast because I want to be able to stick it down before it sets. I used E6000 on my other one, but if I did that now, we'd have to wait an hour for it to set up before I could finish doing what I need to do. Whoops. Alright. Then we're just going to set it on top of here, that little flat thing that we created. Push it together. The tape will cover some of this mess up. If there's any that squeeze out, be careful. Don't burn yourself, but you can kind of rub it off. Okay. Now you want to take and cut a piece of your tape that you're going to go around the outside. Let's see. I think I'll make a matching one of the little black and hearts. Purple goes with it, so it can have a purple inside and a pattern on the outside. I cut this actually about 12 and a half. All right. And oops, it didn't stick good enough. Well, shoot. See, I can't do these real time. I think what I need to do is I'm probably going to have to do my E6000 and let it set up and then come back and finish. I'm going to have to make a smooth surface again. Alright, let me try this and see if I can get it set up. And then I'll pause and then I'll have to come back. This time I'm going to try putting it on this thing here. Try to get a nice even bead. Good thing about this is it does dry clear. I might be able to do it if I'm careful when I'm doing the tape. Okay. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and put this on here again. Watch your fingers. Try not to get this stuff on here. This is some nasty stuff, let me tell you. It stinks. And takes about 24 hours for it to lose its smell. Trying to center it on here. The ribbon will cover up some of the imperfections. Okay, I'm going to have to pause this and probably hold it down till it sticks pretty good. No need for you to keep watching it. I will be back. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and put this on here after that dried a little bit. And better to have too much than not enough. What you want to do is just go ahead and smooth that down. Should be enough of it to catch the top of the little jar just a little bit. Almost done. Now we're going to take a bit of ribbon here. Tie it around. I find that when I do these, actually I need to tie my bow kind of upside down so that everything points downward, or else it's going to point upward on me. I'm not sure if I'm explaining that right, but and you can trim up the ends once you get it tied, although I think it came out all right. And push it down so it kind of covers up a little bit of where the roll meets the meets the little bottom part here. And there you go. You have a cute little pen or pencil holder, a little vase to put your flower pens or pencils in, and you know, you're recycling, which is always fun. So I hope you like that. Sorry, it took a little bit of time to do that, but enjoy, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.